Hello, my name is Diana Gonzalez, and today I'm going to present you an interesting interview about the role of animals in tourism activities that may have been forgotten over the years, but now it's important to achieve the concept of sustainability in tourism. Today, Luis, an English assistant at Colegio Mayor de Cundinamarca University, is with us today.
Hi, my name is Lois, and I'm an assistant here at Unicorn Mayor.
At first, she said she believed that she had a pool, but it was a bit difficult to remember. But she said she had done in the Caribbean when she had gone swimming with corals and fishes, so she said it would be considered as an animal related activity.
And the first one is, have you ever done tourist activities with animals?
I believe I had. It's a bit difficult to remember, but I did grow up in the Caribbean, so we have a lot of different species, and we do have activities that are animal related. So, I have gone swimming like with the corals and fish, so I guess that would be considered an animal related.
Related with if these activities were sustainable or not. She said she didn't think that the structure was great, so a lot of times when tourists go, they might break pieces and interfere with the habitat of the animals, so she said it would be really dangerous for the wildlife.
And do you think these kind of activities are sustainable?
Not necessarily, just because I don't think that the structure is great. So a lot of times when tourists go, they might break pieces of the corals, which interferes with the habitat of the animals, in this case the fish, and that can be really dangerous for the wildlife.
On the other hand, according with her opinion about the damage that we as tourists could cause, she said that she had done, but sometimes she felt as if there wasn't much she could do. But she had talked about it because in the island where she grew up, that is called Tobago, the coral reef was dead because of people were touching.
Have you ever thought about the damage that we as a tourist can cause when we touch or take a picture with an animal?
If I have thoughts about it, I have, but sometimes I feel as if there isn't much I can do, but I have thought about it because where I grew up, we have an island called Tobago, and because of tourism, the coral reef there is dead. It died because of people touching the corals, breaking it. So I have thoughts about it.
Continue related with ethical responsibility of this kind of activities. She said that she thought it was really important for everyone to be aware, especially when you were foreign country or even in your own country. She talked about the consequence that your actions could have on that population. At the same time, she said that if tourists were to damages, it will affect the amount of money that government could invest in a country.
What do you think about the ethical responsibility of tourists when they do tourist activities related with animals?
I think it's really important for everyone to be aware, especially when you're visiting a foreign country or even your own country, be aware of the consequences that your action can have on that population and in this case the animals, especially considering a lot of countries they use these activities as a way of maintaining a way of building an income. So if tourists are to damage it, it will affect the amount of money that they can earn as a country. So it's really important that people are aware, they try their best to be considerate when taking part in these activities.
The best way to deal with ethical challenges of tourist activities related with animals. She said it was important for there to be laws and regulations so the government could help. Also, she talked about if there was a tourism board, they could also try to regulate rules that people must follow in order to take part in these activities. In addition, she said that education to educate and to let them where you shouldn't do this.
What do you think is the best way to deal with ethical challenges during the development of tourism activities with animals?
It's important first for there to be laws and regulations. So the government can help. Also, if there's a tourism board, they can also try to regulate, put rules that people must follow in order to take part in these activities. Also sanctions. So if you break one of the rules, you have to pay a fine, etc. And furthermore, education. So educating tourists, letting them know you shouldn't do this, and if you do this, there will be consequences.
Finally, about the alternatives for this kind of activities, she said that extreme activities such as rock climbing, cycling, paraglider, and stuff like that, and in that way you still go a rush, or even if you were to probably observe the animals from far but not to interact with them.
And finally, what do you think would be an alternative to animal-related activities in tourism?
Extreme activities, maybe, so rock climbing, what do you call it, zip lining, paragliding, stuff like that. So you still get a rush, or even if you are to probably observe the animals from afar but not interact with them. That can be an alternative. Thank you so much.